Hello friends and welcome to another quick MarioMayhem.com video. Today we are entering the seedy underworld of game hacking once more as we take a look at Super Mario Bros. 2 and the game Genie. Instead of smashing some of the stock standard codes from the game Genie book though, we will just be delving straight into some crazy fan discovered codes that do all kinds of wacky things. So sit back, hold on to your turnips and let's go! Alright, well let's ease into it here. If you enter the code EKIEPS, the gameplay doesn't seem to be affected, but the music sure is. There appears to be some random sound effects mixed in with the usual tunes. The result? Well, it isn't half bad, and even provides the techno backdrop for Toad to bust some serious dance moves. The character select screen also features a pumping remix that is almost disco worthy as well. Ever wanted to walk through walls? The code AOXEKYEY allows you to do just that. At first glance all seems innocent, but once you get to the inside areas you're able to scoot through walls that you ordinarily couldn't. This definitely makes the Birdo shortcut a lot easier, and unless you try to get fancy like I did, you won't have to deal with bombs. Apart from not being able to get through the Hawk's Head, this is also handy for the Birdo fight, as you can hide in walls if you need to, and even get that annoying heart that seems to not be collectible without this cheat. This code gets pretty frustrating when you are trying to outrun Phanto though, as you can no longer rely on the walls of the pot to give you the moral and physical support you so sorely need. This one is good fun. The code AOEAGIAL changes the trajectory of thrown enemies and items. It's a little hard to describe, but essentially in whatever direction you throw something, it stays thrown. Gravity is no more. Even the coins fly off in the subspace. This makes hitting enemies a little tougher, but it also has some other hilarious side effects. When you throw a POW, it sends Shy Guys heading for the heavens, and in particular this cheat seems to impact enemies when they jump. Baddies like Tweeters, for example, will take off before you can even get close to them.
Oh, Toad's coming. I'm out of here.
Birdo didn't really know how to react either and just decided to leave the party early and jet off too. I missed the crystal ball the first time this happened, as it doesn't just sit there waiting for you. Ugh, no. This thing is on a NASA mission too, so you had better be aligned just in the right spot or else you are going back down the beanstalk again for round 2. This lack of gravity becomes a real nightmare in World 1-2, which is where I got stuck, as you need to bomb your way through the path which, without gravity for items, becomes a real pain. Just stay there, damn it! No, too fast! Gah! Relax mate, you just need to relax. Oh, I'm dead. Man, those Snifits are annoying as. If only there was some way to make them less threatening. Need some extra lives but have trouble with the slot machine? Maybe this code can help you out. Instead of spitting their usual balls of doom, Snifits will now spit out 1-up mushrooms. Not only does this make them 86% less threatening, it's also fun to sit around and wait for a while to let the 1-ups pile up before going to town. If you have ever wanted to destroy a level in Super Mario Bros. 2 by digging holes and throwing bombs, then this monstrosity of a code is perfect for you. Not only will you pull up bombs from the grass, but you can also pull up bombs from, well, just about anything. With this code you can dig your own pits for enemies to fall in, and even blow away scenery with the magical Game Genie added bombs. There is also a 2-line code that has similar effects, except that instead of bombs you dig up mushroom blocks. This gets pretty glitchy though, as once you throw a block it can get stuck in weird locations. It seems like once the mushroom block is dropped it reverts back to whatever you actually picked up, whether that be a piece of dirt, a platform, or a random piece of the background. Oh, and in case you were wondering, if you dig too far down with either of these codes, you end up biting the dust. I wouldn't recommend it. What was that? Who's there? Oh, I better get out of here. Shy Guys rule! If you enter this 2-line Game Genie code, you can make the enemies in the game start following you around. This provides some pretty great results, as enemies will sometimes collide with each other and actually kill each other. If you throw a turnip or something, enemies will die normally, but if they kill each other then they will take a leaf out of the No Gravity Codes book and buy the first ticket they can get to off the Screensville. The whole thing is too much for Birdo again too, who decides to do the heavy lifting for you. At least this time the crystal ball hangs around though. I couldn't get past level 1 too because Pidgeot decides to sacrifice himself to save Wart the moment you come on screen, but I could see if you paired this with one of our next codes you could probably continue on with the game. This cheat does actually make for a good increase to the difficulty, as you have to constantly avoid these intense homing enemies. It is pretty fun piling them up and letting them all take each other out too. Tired of the lack of climbable vines in Super Mario Bros. 2? Maybe you're sick of being able to go through doors. Collecting cherries got you down? The Game Genie code known as Sky Climbers is probably going to be a winner for you then. With this code in place, you can climb up and down invisible vines anywhere in the game. This can be extremely helpful for cruising through a level, but it is also super easy to slip off the invisible vines if you get too confident. Because you can't press up to enter doors, you have to line yourself up with the door and then climb your invisible vine out of the screen. Hopefully you will end up in the right area because this works anywhere and you can find yourself appearing in random places throughout the game. This code was pretty fun until I got greedy and ended up stuck in World 1-2 after trying to escape the first Birdo. This last code, ANNEEGEY, was probably my favourite of the bunch I tried out. So much so in fact that before I knew it I had passed the entire game. With this cheat in play, any character you like can float for as long as you like by holding down A. This is pretty amusing as you get to watch Toad fly around and get stuck in the throwing animation if you turf something whilst you're flying. It also makes the game so much easier. Hovering over Birdos, flying over big chunks of the game, enjoying the obscure scenery. What is usually quite a hectic adventure becomes almost relaxing and certainly more comical. Previously on Mario Mayhem. If you could give Kirby a new copy ability, what would it be? Thanks so much for your amazing Kirby comments, guys. They are getting awesomer and awesomer. Awesomer? I should cut that. I wish I could fit in a few more of them, but here are some honourable mentions from the last video. And today the Luigi clap goes to Chaz Dieter for this amazing Kirby comment. I hear Chaz mastered the Game Genie Moonwalker code so well that he was actually recruited to a Michael Jackson tribute band as a backup dancer. So that's pretty good as well as this comment. And today, in honour of the Shy Guy riding an Ostro, we will leave you with the question, if you could give a Shy Guy a new mode of transportation, what would it be? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below and the best most creative answer will be featured in one of our next videos. Don't be afraid to like other people's comments if you think they're good too, it's always nice to get a like. And that's it for today, friends. I hope you enjoyed these Game Genie codes for Super Mario Bros. 2. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, share this video with your friends, keep those comments and likes coming, and we will see you soon.